Hello guys and welcome to this Assetto Corsa competition only league race. It's the TSRC, the Sim Racing Collective round, Imola round. I'm not sure what round it is because it's been a while since I've uploaded last. But we're starting P17 and we're about to get this race underway, and we shall see what fireworks will happen instead. Yeah, like I said, it's been a bit of a while since I've last uploaded, due to just me being ill. Like you might just hear right in the background, extremely phlegmy, and yeah, Christmas break. So I hope everyone had a great Christmas break over the holidays. But yeah, let's get back to this racing. So this was pre-recorded way before, in December, I believe. I think. There is 2 or 3 rounds which I have yet to upload, so they'll be coming soon. But it's green, and we've got a decent-ish start. 35 drivers in this lobby, holding position fair, but there's a pretty decent gap opening up in front. There's one car off to the right. We're just going to try and just see if we can maintain it around the outside. Look for the inside now, but the Porsche has got a pretty decent ride. I should have been a bit more aggressive, I have to say, but it is what it is. I'm just trying to make sure I survive. There's a car off cutting the gravel up ahead, but he seems to have rejoined pretty well, and quite a few cars gaggled up in front of me. So we're P15, so we gained 2 positions off the bat, and yeah, it's not the worst start, but it's not the best start. It could have been a lot more aggressive and maybe push my way through, but at the end of the day, I'm still behind these lots, so it's not too bad. Lamborghini behind me getting very close, but coming close to the end of the lap, well, halfway through the lap 1, and it's seeming alright. P15 still pushing up, and we're going to try and see if we can just capitalise on any other mistakes up and through the field. But it seems to be single file already, and everybody's slowly going to start getting into a rhythm. Pace in qualifying was not too bad. The strength of field in this lobby is quite good, as you're going to see through the later rounds in the next uploads. I have some shocking races. So I mean, starting P15 isn't too bad. Halfway, pretty much in the middle of the lobby, getting a bit squirrely, but that is lap 1 coming to an end, and it's not too bad, have to be said. 5 minutes later on, P14, and we just took too much of the second curb in, and we unfortunately have this half spin which just takes ages to recover from. So yeah, I think we just about get back into P22, so we lose what, 8 spots. It's not great. Maybe another spot. We're going to go defensive, try and cover the Aston off. It's really not ideal, but it is what it is. Simple mistakes happen like that. It's quite unfortunate. He's looking for the cutback. I'll run a bit wider just so I can maintain the speed, but we've got a decent pull, and he's going to go back into the slipstream. I'm thinking about whether to just sit in the middle. I'm going to sit in the middle and go defensive. He's right on my ass, but he backs out of it, and we're going to brake hard. And there's a BMW there on the left. So myself and the other BMW are the only BMs in this lobby, and we've both had a spin. So it's not the best race start for us, guys. But it's still 48 minutes to go. I mean, we can try and see what we can collect. So we're P21. This Lambo's taken too much curbing, and he's had a bit of a spin as well behind the Audi. So it's P20 now. So I mean, it looks like other drivers are making mistakes here and there as well. So pace is good enough. We're catching this Audi right in front. He's had a bit of a slide in the second to the last corner, and we've got a decent-ish drive to try and follow on to the back of this Audi, and maybe possibly get a good drive. The BM that spun earlier is a lap down now, and he is right behind us, so we'll try and see what happens with him. Audi going somewhat defensive. He runs a bit wide. We're going to try and look for the cutback. He covers it, but then goes over to the inside, and we're on the outside on this Audi now, going past into this second chicane. I let him go by, and I think better of it. So in these races, obviously there is a student after the race, so I try and tend to keep it as clean as possible and not doing any dumb moves. I mean, there's still 45 minutes to go, so there's no point putting damage on my car, nor putting damage on his car. So it's relatively interesting. P17, so actually where we started off the race, I believe it was P17, so we're back where we started, a net gain of 0 places, but it is pretty much a race of what could have been. Pace was pretty decent. If I kept my nose clean, I didn't have that half spin, but yeah. Coming to the last chicane of the lap. Audi seems quite tentative going through there, so do I, to be fair. Not as pushing as hard as I can be, but yeah. I mean, this BM is looking quite tasty. I mean, if I'm honest, I don't want. He's quicker than me, but I don't want the lap car get in front. But he's going to go for the inside as I run a bit deep, and there's an Audi behind him as well. But somehow just get a bit of a better run. Audi's looking like he's got a bit of a threat, so I'm going to move over to the left hand side and give the toe to the BM and try and see if that can help just dwarf the Audi's push. And it seems to be working, but the BM thinks better of it. He is a lap down. The Audi brakes extremely late. It scares me off, so into a wobble. The Audi in front, however, is going very slow. He's not happy with T1 at all. But yeah, I mean, that could have been quite a bad quite a bad incident if I didn't move over to the inside. The Beamer is so good on the curves, able to make a fair bit of time on the Audi in front. But it's just a matter of overtaking. Imola's, I mean, there is quite a good few overtaking spots on this track. It's not the worst ever, but yeah, it's just, it's a matter of just trying to get by, really. Just seem to be pushing this Audi up front. P17 still, I mean, not much getting. He seems to be going wide, and he leaves the door open for me to slot through under pressure, and we've managed to capitalise. So it's a great push, and he seems to be going down the inside. There's a couple minutes forward, 38 minutes, and he's kind of wasted himself through. Space was there, so fair play to him. I mean, Robin is racing, so it's not bad. I mean, I was just checking how much worth of damage. 2 seconds worth. I mean, it's pretty low relatively, so yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But we seem to be having a great run on his rear here. Just nothing much comes of it. Pushing on a bit later on, 37 minutes, and I seem to be have tank slapper, and it's costed me a position. It's a shame, but we keep moving, I guess. Keep moving. P17 still, so we haven't really made any positions nor gained any. Completely forget about the break for the chicane, and keep pushing, I guess. But there's a gaggle of cars behind me, and we've still got a decent-ish gap to them. But yeah, it's just infuriating, this race of what could have been, really. Making silly mistakes. Yeah, it is what it is. This first season of my sim racing, so I mean, learning a lot. And there's another one. Completely misjudged the pit entry and got given a stop go entry. So yeah, I think, to be honest, this was pretty much the breaker. Race was pretty much ruined, and we had another drive-through for track limits, which yeah, huge race ruiner. So we ended up pretty much finishing last in this lobby. Leader was on the final lap there. Yeah, very disappointed in myself. It is what it is, and yeah, I'm gonna cut the video short here, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy the race. Please do leave a like. More races coming out in the future.